Hello, Grand Archive fans. It's me, MrReeeee, casting our first Illusive TCG webcam event. Now, with me, Eddie will be appearing, but for right now, it's me. And we're going to try and give us a good cast out and see how we'll go today. Trying to prepare for... everyone's trying new decks, ready for Ascent coming up, and new regionals, and new seasons. Pretty exciting. So... let's have a go. Hopefully Eddie will join me soon. And we will start to enjoy ourselves. All right. What has just... there we go. Sorry. Screen right there. Okay, folks. Looks like we've got a Spirit of Fire. And maybe a Mirror Spirit of Fire. But I can't actually tell too much. Because... quite hard to see on the webcam. See how it goes. It'd be good if I had someone else with me right now, but we'll try and send it. Looks like 2 down for a hasty messenger, attacking and discarding 1. Deciding what to do. We've got RM spells here and stretch. And then 2 down for a shield mate. Passing turn, 1 damage was dealt. Kind of hard on the webcam too. They're both playing inverse cameras, which I apologize. If I had a better system, we might be able to fix that non-issue. Maybe if I can rotate.
Hello, can you hear me?
Cool, we've got Eddie joining us now. Hello, Eddie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Great.
I can.
You can hear me, but have you got something else so you can see the gameplay right now?
Yes. Give me a second now. Which table am I joining? Table 1.
Table 1. Welcome, Eddie. So far we've got, looks like a Spirit of Fire with a hasty opener and a shield mate, and then we also have a Djinn coming out, and I can't see what that other card is next to the Djinn.
I believe that is a Flame Rune Swordsman from the new set.
There you go. Great to have you around. So, Eddie, maybe you want to quickly tell who you are. Of course, MrReeeee and myself have done a few casting events now, but maybe explain who you are, Eddie, and how you've been along with the community and excited to be here tonight.
Yeah. My name's Eddie. I've been around since around DOA. Not First Ed, not 2 OG, but I've been around since Alta. We've played all the way from then till about now. I don't think I've done too bad overall, but I haven't attended any ascents or anything like that.
Really?
But I did end up judging nationals instead of attending.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, cool. I'm glad to have you here today.
It's been a while.
Right, looks like, first of all, I've just noticed some Harry Potter sleeves, which I think is great from RM Spells.
Yes.
I also can't see, because of the glare of Stretch's cam, what that card is. It looks like he's discarded a...
I believe that's still the Flame Rune Sword.
He's just moved it into the light.
But I started to go influence of 3. But as you know, Merlin will get right back up there once he hits 3. So I think the only reason you'd dungeon to 2, if you've probably got the dungeon guide to 3, or to eat a floating, which I believe he had a choice of killing the Flame Rune Swordsman to do so. Decided to go 2 at face with the Dead and the Hasty Messenger.
So did he DG from level 1 to level 2?
I believe DG'd from Lorraine 1 to Villain 2.
Interesting. Would you not want to hold that till later for 2 to 3? Why would you rush that, do you think?
Reason being that he's probably got the second one in hand. Or he had a play to eat a floating, but didn't go for it.
To deny, yeah, because like
because as you see on Stretch's board, there is a Flame Rune Swordsman, which does have floating memory. So should he have decided to attack with the Dungeon Guide and the Hasty Messenger into the Flame Rune Swordsman, or even just one of them, and he could have attacked with both of them to kill the Flame Rune Swordsman, and then tap. Instead of his own shield mate, also, So no extra level counter for Merlin here. But we'll see what he materializes. Oh, that's interesting. That's the new Tome of Sorcery. It's a one cost one draws you one into memory when it out, and you can tap it to empower one.
What do you think these new Empower cards coming into the game, Eddie?
I think they're very powerful for the right cards, and let's just say there's a reason the Crystal of Empowerment was banned, and they've kind of skirted around the reason that Crystal of Empowerment was so strong, while still retaining the mechanics they wanted to have on the card. If that makes any sense.
Agreed.
Looks like there will be no second DG at this point.
Hasty again to try and discard here. A Pendragon? He just discarded a
Ooh,
Pendragon?
this card's a Pendragon.
What is happening?
Yeah.
What?
I'm also very confused. Ooh, so he does kill off the Flame Rune Swordsman, and then taps down Merlin to eat the float.
Yeah.
To get the level counter.
Is there a card that can bring Crux back? Like what? That is such a that's why you play Crux. Am I wrong? That's the Merlin special. The 2 draw.
Crux is fine.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, we don't see the second dungeon guide just yet, or if at all.
Do you think it's that mentality, like Iron Spells is think, okay, how many Djinns has he played? He knows there's going to be a mortality. Is he trying to rush for that early damage and then, or control? He thinks he knows that the other person's playing a bit of floating. He's going to deny that, and that's why he rushed to get that level 2 consume.
It would make sense, but they didn't play they didn't eat the floating or kill the Flame Rune on the turn that he leveled to Merlin 2, which is interesting.
Yeah, correct.
But I'm not quite sure what they're thinking, so maybe that makes me bad. But it looks like 3 down for Creative Shock.
Dig.
Very standard play.
Yeah, interesting play too. Like he's got a Library Witch on the board. He's now put another Shield Mate. He knows like putting that Shield Mate down. Like he's just going to kill it, and then he's just going to consume it, right? Like, do you continue to play that?
Well, the question is, do you eat the second floating with Merlin already on 1 counter at level 2? Ooh, so it looks like he will be hard leveling to level 3 with 2 float in the bin. So that will bring him to 4 influence. No, 3 influence. No, 4 influence. I was right, I believe. And he'll draw 1 for Merlin and 1 for turn. Ooh, never mind. He's just got it. He's got the Cruxite.
Cruxite, there it is.
Pre-recollection Cruxite to bring back Pendragon. Draw a card. So influence. But there is a Shieldmate and a Library Witch on board. So Jin has his defenses up, but as you know, Jin with the immortality on level 3 and just taken 3 damage, so he's very healthy on both ends. It looks like
we haven't really. I think we haven't really seen some damage come out from our realm, and I guess really from here, I do feel like Merlin has the advantage. Right, he's probably one of the few that he's just going to wait, put you at that health mark of immortality, and then when you go to end phase, just throw a fireball or something to take you over the edge in your end phase.
Yeah, That's usually the game plan, but there are a few things Jin can do to get around that,
There's that new prevent the
playing the
spell.
fast queuers. Unfortunately, well, the fast queuer can heal you a bit, so you might heal you out of range. With the Berserker's plate, sitting at 35 is no joke.
I
But
think I think what's good to see here is that RM is still digging, and I mean he's in a position he's not throwing anything at the moment. So they might give a chance to Stretch to try and make something of
no,
it.
he's got the Pendragon in hand still. Discards another floating. Uh, hmm. So his swung puts him on 10 damage. Jin levels to 3 using float. He's got a spear out. 2 durability counters. No dungeon guide from Stretch. Which is a bit of a shame, but
Sorry, there's some technical difficulties.
you
I
now
hope they
have
can
that
fix it.
immortality unlocked.
Cool, level 3. I've delayed for a second. Pendragon came out. Right, 10 damage.
Ooh,
Mortality's here.
yes, yes, yes.
What are you looking on Stretcher side? We're looking for that
Now,
cleave, right? He still need to get his shield out. You probably want to get your pole arm out. You got to do a lot of work here to get some damage on the
so
board.
that's the big reason that I think Dungeon Guide is very important in Jin is that your materializations after you hit level 3 are very important. As soon as you bring out the breastplate or the shield, gives you +7 health, puts you to 35,
Yep.
and more importantly, it draws you a card every turn,
So good.
pre-recollection. And so it's just your value engine that just gets better as the game goes on because it damages
Oh,
you.
nice. Got an XC card.
Oh, so here's the I believe that's the 3-cost ally.
It's the one where instead of it taking damage, you get the prevent damage, and then per token
Yes,
he gets a plus
the
bonus.
3/6.
Yeah, that's a huge card. Let's see what he can do.
Very also takes damage, or is it that your champion takes damage instead of the?
Yeah, I think you're damaged instead of. Correct. I'll have to bring up the card. I can't really see it with these webcam.
I would have to double check.
Let me have a look. I'm trying to bring up.
I don't remember the card name.
You just search up Exia.
But yeah, Exia. We'll narrow it down. I believe it's the Bloodborne Blade Sworn, and
That
it
sounds right.
is +1 damage for every 10 damage on your champion. So it's
Yep.
currently a 4/6, and whenever Blood Bond Blade Sworn is dealt damage, that much damage is dealt to your champion also.
Also, it mirrors the damage, doesn't prevent.
Yes. I believe that's a Nascent Blast coming out of Merlin.
Yep.
So it would be for 3 damage, going to face. Oh no, to the. I guess it wouldn't matter.
Wouldn't matter, right? You're gonna send it to that minion to get rid of it. And
Yes. But I believe that was end phase or prereq. So he taps the tome for the empower. The Nascent Blast hits for 3, and he puts the Nascent Blast back to memory since it was empowered.
perfect.
So it's 3 damage. Now Jin up But